Gentlemen, I can tell you something right now. I am so excited to be introducing you to emGuarde Japan's latest patented technology. It is the emGuarde. Can I ask how many of you in this room you already have the emGuarde? Can you type E in the group chat if you already have the emGuarde? Wow. So we have a lot of us here in the room already have the emGuarde. Amazing. Now, what I want to really highlight, guys, is I mentioned, a lot of you guys are probably Enagic distributors. Myself, I too am an Enagic distributor. I have been an Enagic distributor for the past 10 years. And can I just say, without Enagic, my life wouldn't be where it is today. So I'm eternally grateful to Enagic. I'm so grateful to Enagic. I'm so thankful. I'm so appreciative to Enagic and Mr. Shiro, right? And of course, the wonderful opportunity that he has for us from not only the amazing Kangen water. Okay, how many of you guys you have Kangen machines in your house? Type K if you have a Kangen machine in your house. Type K. All right. If you have a Kangen machine in your house, type K. Wow, a lot of you guys, right? So some of you guys probably have a Kangen machine, but you don't have the emGuarde yet, and it's okay. Some of you guys may have the emGuarde, but you don't have the Kangen machine yet. It's okay, you can get that at a later time. But I wanted to highlight this, that this here product is from Enagic Japan, which has been around for 50 years. And it is a company that I owe my life to. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. And I'm so grateful for the amazing opportunity that they present with us here today with the new product, the amazing emGuarde. So let me jump straight into the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you will agree with me when I say that when we were kids, okay, let's say when I was a kid 20 years ago, what I used to play with and what many of us here we used to play with is very, very different compared to what most kids are playing with today, right? If you notice, most kids nowadays, they're addicted to the electronics, right? They are addicted to the electronics. How many of you have little kids at home, maybe your nephews, nieces, your kid, your grandkids, and when the phone comes on, boom, they're glued to the screen, all right? Type S in the group chat if it's S. If you have a grandkids that are glued to the screen whenever you open the screen. Yeah, that's my daughter, actually. My daughter is glued to the screen as well. Recently, a very funny story. I was on holiday with her. I took her on holiday last year, and she didn't want to wake up. We were rushing to catch the bus, catch the train. She didn't want to wake up in the morning. She's like, no, I want to sleep. All I had to do is to bring out my phone, play her favorite TV show on my phone, and instantly she wakes up and she's glued to the screen. Then we can start brushing her teeth, etc. And it's a true story. The kids nowadays, right? Now, it is a well-known fact that this is definitely not good for us. Not just from the addiction to the screen time, but also because our devices actually can be quite harmful to us. And in fact, many of us know that our devices that we use on a daily basis, they emit harmful electromagnetic radiation. Most of us, if not all of us, we already know this. Is this right? If you know about the harmfulness of the EMR, type EMR in the group chat. If you've heard about the harm and the harmfulness and the dangers of EMR, type it in the group chat. Yeah. See, a lot of people that I show this presentation to, they already know about EMR. Everybody mostly knows about EMR. It's just that we probably don't understand to which extent is how dangerous it is. Or we also don't know what can we actually do. Aha. So today, let us highlight the dangers of the EMR first. Okay. Firstly, over here you'll see in France, this is 3 months ago, they stopped the sales of iPhone 12s over radiation levels. Now, you heard this correct, guys. This is real news, BBC.com, the British Broadcasting Channel. They reported, and it's true, that France, as a country, they stopped iPhone 12 sales because iPhone 12s, right, it'll emit a lot of radiation. Now, this is quite shocking. How many of you are shocked to hear this? Type S, right? You are shocked to hear this. Aha, I know why you guys are shocked. Because you probably use iPhone 12, right? Are you guys some iPhone 12 users? So this is quite alarming for a country to shut down, not to say shut down, but to stop the sales of iPhone 12s. This is crazy. I didn't know it was that dangerous. Here we have the effects of EMF. Let's have a look. What is the effects of EMF on the human body? Okay. So here, this is the survey done. Okay. So this survey. Let me just go back. This survey is they surveyed the public about their lifestyles. Okay. And how they felt health wise. So it's a survey done on many hundreds of people. And what do we hear? What do we see? A lot of them have sleep problems, fatigue, concentration issues, stress and anxiety, headaches, ear, eye, sinus problems, dizziness, balance problems, body pain, heart problems, immune system problems, digestive problems, skin rashes, nausea, flu-like symptoms, respiratory problems, cough, asthma, a lot of all these issues. And as I read out these issues to you, I'm sure you can relate, whether you have it yourself or somebody in your home suffers from something like this. Am I right, guys? It's quite dangerous. It's very bad. Okay. And the devices that are affecting us, Wi-Fi, cell phones, smart meters, cell or radio towers, power lines, transformers, dirty electricity, computers, fluorescent lights, phones, cordless phones, microwaves, appliances such as TVs, electrical blanket or power tools, smart grid, ground currents, cars, motorcycles, all these things, they emit EMF. Are you guys aware? See, most of us, we believe and we assume that most of the EMF comes from our phones, but guess what? They come from a lot of different appliances all around the house. Isn't this interesting? If this is news to you, type N. You didn't know that actually all these things around us actually emit radiation as well. If this is news to you, type N. Great. Okay. Now, let me show you something else. Let's assume you walk into your living room and you see these lines in your living room. You see all these white radiation lines. You would be scared, isn't it? But let me tell you guys something. This is the true reality of your living room. It's just that these waves that are being emitted, they are invisible to the naked eye. We cannot see it with our eyes, but it is actually there. Okay? Yes, it is there. So in radiation sources, we got our phones, we have our microwave, our power, our air conditioning, okay, our AC, lights, so many different things, computer, TV, and guess what? Even power lines. Now, power lines is something very important because I'm sure all of you would agree with me. How many of you here, you've heard that power lines are dangerous to live next to? Type P in the group chat. If you've heard before that power lines are dangerous to live next to, type P, right? Now, we've known for a long time that living next to a power line is not good for your health. But some people, they still go and live next to a power line. And that is me, by the way, guys. I'm talking about myself. Do you know why I live next to a power line? Because it was cheaper. As simple as that. So for me, it's like I didn't know how dangerous it was. For me, it's like, oh, come on, it can't be that dangerous. People say it's dangerous, but it can't be that dangerous. For me, I'm a sucker for a bargain, you see. So I purposely chose to live next to a power line because it was cheaper. But now I know the dangers of the power line. Yes, Samantha, that's true. I actually just moved. I moved last weekend, believe it or not. Right? I just moved last weekend. But before, I was living right next to the power line. Okay, I've had some of the distributors come to my house. They turned on the detector. It was non-stop all over the place, guys. It was definitely non-stop all over the place. All right. So these are the radiation sources. Now, let us explain a little bit about radiation because radiation is a frequency. Okay, there is the high frequency, there is low frequency. Today, we're going to be talking specifically about the low frequency. All right, can everybody type in the group chat low frequency? Because this one here is the dangerous one, the low frequency. Okay, see, based on a report by the FCC, by the way, is the Federal Communications Commission of the United States. They say that the human body absorbs this frequency the most, 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz. This means, guys, that outside of this range, the human body is less affected. Of course, if it's very, very high power out of the frequency outside this range is still harmful. But even with low power from this specific frequency, it is very harmful to the human body. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. So here, the FCC, you can go online, and this is, oh, by the way, back in August 1997, they indicate that humans are most susceptible to danger at this range, 30 to 300 megahertz. Okay, now here I have a book. Now this book here, oh, judging by the pictures, just by the pictures, you can already know how old this book is, isn't it? In this book, it says low-level radiation, the invisible killer, growing threat from electromagnetic fields. Now it says there, low-level radiation, the invisible killer. Now on the pictures, you can see a very old computer screen and a very old mobile phone. So this should tell you basically how old this book actually is. And it's been telling us about the dangers of low-level radiation for a very, very long time. Now, a question for the ladies and gentlemen in the room here today. Where do you think you will have more danger to radiation? From that old mobile phone you see on the screen, or from your new smartphones with 4G and 5G and all these amazing capabilities and battery life that, where do you think is more dangerous, the new phone or old phone? If you say it's the old phone, type O. If you say it's the new phone, type N in the group chat. If you believe it's a new one, right, definitely it is the new, right? Definitely it is the new. So we've established that this one here is actually very, very dangerous. So over here, you will see the frequency over here. See, our body has different frequencies, and these are the frequencies of our body. Now, the thing is how this radiation from these phones and computers and lights, how it affects us is called the resonance theory. Okay, can everybody type the resonance theory so you know it is the resonance theory? So here I'm going to play you a video. Okay, this video here, you can see there's a tuning fork with two different frequencies. Nothing happens. Now it's the same frequency. You can see that the ping pong balls start to move because it is it's resonating. So the other side is vibrating, even though, right? Even though they didn't touch each other. Let's try again, okay? Okay, let's watch this again. There we go. So this is why it is most dangerous to human beings, because our body and our organs, our vital organs, are in this frequency range. So outside of this frequency, it doesn't bother us that much. Whereas inside this frequency, it is highly affecting us. So we want to protect ourselves at this particular frequency. Now, this is very, very important, guys. We have to protect ourselves. So here's from the World Health Organization, okay? They tell you that this electromagnetic fields, right, is carcinogenic to humans. This is from the World Health Organization. And then if you guys have, how many of you here, you are iPhone users over here? Okay, you are iPhone users. If you're an iPhone user, okay, can I invite you to take out your iPhone? Okay. So on your iPhone, I want you to go to settings. If you're an iPhone user, go to iPhone, so you go to settings. Then you go to general. All right, go to general, guys. Inside, you scroll all the way to the bottom, legal and regulatory. You will see legal and regulatory, right? Then click on RF exposure. RF exposure. And inside here, you will learn all about RF exposure. Okay. I believe iPad, it should be there as well. Yes, please do the same thing. So it's settings, general, legal and regulatory, and RF exposure. So if you go to the fourth paragraph, I'm going to read out the fourth paragraph from my iPhone. My phone is actually an iPhone 13. It says to reduce exposure to RF energy, use a hands-free option such as the built-in speakerphone, headphones, and other similar accessories. Guys, can you imagine that? iPhone is telling you if you want to reduce exposure to this RF energy, the radio frequency energy, you have to use a hands-free option, meaning they're telling you don't put it next to your face. But when we talk on the phone, most of us, when we don't have our AirPods, we will be speaking like this. Isn't that right, guys? And guess what? After you speak sometime like this, your face gets really hot. Anybody gets their face really hot? Type H. If your face gets really hot after speaking like this, right? You do. What do you do then once your right side is hot? You change it over to the left side, isn't it? Correct? So you're cooking your face from both sides. That's what most people do. So Apple themselves tell you, don't put it next to your face. They never said that specifically, of course, but they said if you want to reduce your exposure, use a hands-free option. Basically, they're telling you to keep it far away as possible, okay? Especially away from your being. Now, this is from the Apple. It's not me, okay? Right. So how does EM radiation affect our health? Well, I'll show you here. Here, this is how we detect the power density of the radiation, okay? So remember radiation, there's two things here. One is the frequency, all right? One is the power density. So you might have different frequencies of radiation, and of course, at that specific frequency, you will have different power densities. So over here, you see a list of symptoms that people might suffer from when they are exposed to EM radiation for long periods of time. Okay, so let me just tell you, right? Anything above 200 is dangerous. Okay, can everybody type in the group chat? 200 is dangerous. Type 200. Okay, 200 is dangerous. Above it, even more dangerous. Above it, some more, very, very dangerous. So 200 is actually the limit, by the way. 200 is where it's acceptable. Now, they said acceptable, they never said it was healthy. It was acceptable, 200. Now, so this is the power density. Now, what I want to do right now is this. I want to show you this. This is what I have with me. It's called a radiation detector. So I have a radiation detector right here. Okay. So this is our radiation detector. And this is the radiation detector right here. So this is the detector specifications. All right. So this here, it's detects two things. So it has a low frequency mode and a high frequency mode. Today we're going to look at this one, 3 megahertz up to 1 gigahertz. Okay, 3 megahertz up to 1 gigahertz. So this here detects specifically only 3 megahertz to 1 gigahertz. It doesn't detect below that. It doesn't detect above that. Okay, and on top of that, it is in microwatts per cm square. So it's detecting 1 cm square. It's literally like that. The reason why we're using this detector is because we want to detect in this specific range, not outside of it. And it is highly targeted, this detector. It is very specific to cm square. So Can you imagine if the detector is very sensitive? It's maybe like meter square. So it's detecting radiation from all around, but it cannot pinpoint where is the radiation. That's why we use this one, cm square. So we can point where is this radiation coming from. So we know exactly where, okay? So in my room, if I turn it on, I believe you can see it's turned on, right? You will see 0. That is because my emGuarde is turned on. So I'm gonna unplug my emGuarde, okay? I'm going to unplug my emGuarde. You can see my emGuarde, the light is turned off. So the emGuarde is turned off. All right, the light's turned off. So now, if I put my phone next to it, you can see there is a radiation, and you can see there is a reading there. Correct? What is the reading there, guys? Can you read it out to me? Can you type it out? Because I can't see it actually. Oh, you want to see a bigger picture of me? Excellent idea, Tika. Excellent idea. I'm going to stop share. Okay. Can you guys see this now? Is this better? Yeah. Look at that, guys. I don't know if you can see it. So if I move this, right? So it's detecting my here it's detecting the light. I have a light over here, by the way. There's a light up here. So it's detecting the light. There you go. If I move it away from the light, there you go. Look at this. This one here, I'm gonna detect my computer. My computer, I can see it over here. It is reading quite highly. I don't know if you can see it, like really, really bad, guys. Look at this, okay? So over here, if it's pointing at nothing, of course, there's no reading. So this one here, you can see, this is the radiation detector. Now I'm gonna show you something, okay? I'll go back to the slides. Now let's go back to the slides. Okay. So here, this is the radiation detector, and I showed you this now. So let me share something with you guys. EMR. Here is a professor, Professor Dr. Magda Havas. She's a Canadian researcher, and she specializes in electromagnetic pollution, okay, and the effects on our human body. And she says this: a human healthy red blood cell should look like the bottom picture over there. After 70 minutes of computer usage, it starts to clump together. It's called rouleau formation. It is like what do you call it? Like a plates. That's what I call it, rouleau plates. 10 minutes of phone use, and you see it really clumps up. Now, this is a live blood analysis, okay? So this is very, very dangerous. I don't have to tell you why. Because if it clumps together, it cannot transport oxygen, it cannot transport nutrients, it cannot remove wastes, etc. from your body. You don't want that, okay? Next, this is a real life test, guys, by the emGuarde, okay? This is a product of the emGuarde, okay? So here, what we did is a subject from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. He's a man in his late 60s. He was playing his phone for 20 minutes. So basically, he was watching a YouTube video for 20 minutes without the emGuarde. After that, they tested his blood, and this is the blood you see on the left. Okay? It is the blood you see on the left. Afterwards, okay, afterwards, he did another test, 20 minutes of phone usage with the emGuarde on. Can you see the difference, guys? Right? Can you see the difference? So without the emGuarde, the blood clumped together. With the emGuarde, the blood separates. So it's able to circulate better. Aha. Right? Look at that, guys. This is the power of the emGuarde. And this is not the only test we have, guys. One thing to note is that, remember, this is a 50-year-old Japanese company, right? For them to launch this product, we've done so many different tests. Remember that. So here is another test. This is by an ophthalmologist in Taiwan. Okay, he specializes in the eye. This is Dr. Liu from Taiwan. Here, I want you to look at the first stage. Okay, here, this one here, I want you to look these three. The PSV. PSV stands for peak systolic value. Okay, so the first one is just a baseline control test. It's 20.1, the reading. Second one is after 30 minutes of mobile phone use, means watching the YouTube for 30 minutes. What happened to the microcirculation of the blood? It slowed down to 16.2. After using the emGuarde, this one, what happened? The circulation speed up. It sped up to 25.9. Look at that, guys. Some people will be like, wow, that's great. It's even better than the first stage. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, the emGuarde doesn't improve your body in any way. It only protects you from the harmful radiation. Okay, so why is it higher than in the third stage than in the first stage? Well, it's very simple. It is because apart from just the mobile phone, which is what they were doing in the test, there were other things as well in the room, other electronics that were emitting radiation as well. Is that right, guys? There's probably the air cons, the lights, different screens, right? So we're all exposed to this. And of course, after being exposed to it, right, slows down our blood circulation, which we showed you. So this one here, we know it is very, very good. So ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the power of the emGuarde, okay? So here I have the emGuarde, okay? Now, I'll put it next over here. I can put it here like this so you can see. Now, you can see my emGuarde is turned off. There is no light, okay? Are you guys ready? Oh, hold on. Let me stop the share. Okay. Can you guys see this now? So, is it visible to you? All right. So I'm going to plug in the emGuarde. Watch for the light, okay? Watch for the light. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Look at that, guys. Instantly to 0. I take this, put it onto the computer, hold it onto the light above me. There's a light above me, right? Instantly to 0. So this here emGuarde, let me share a little about the emGuarde. The emGuarde here, it protects you in a 4-meter radius, okay? A 4-meter radius. So that is 8 meters in diameter, right? That is 8 meters in diameter. Let me go back to my slides. Okay. Let's hope you guys can see this. So this one here, so let me share with you a little bit about the emGuarde. It only harmonizes up to 1 gigahertz. So nothing above that. And it goes from 30 megahertz to 1 gigahertz. Okay, it doesn't go above that. Okay, above that, the emGuarde has no effect, right? So over here, this is the environment harmonizer. We call it an environment harmonizer. It's a defender and it's low maintenance. All you need to do is plug it into your power source. You leave it there 24/7, no problem. It doesn't consume a lot of electricity either. So this is how the emGuarde works. You place it in, where I recommend is you place it in places where a lot of your family members hang out, your living room, your kitchen, your bedroom perhaps. So you put it where you spend most time with. If you spend most time in the office, then you bring it with you to the office as well, especially if you're on the computer all day long. Okay, so this is the emGuarde, right? So how it works is very simple. See, radiation is very simple. Radiation is just waves. It's a frequency. So the emGuarde, what it does, it detects the radiation, and it sends out a thing to break the pathways of the radiation, so you don't get affected by it. Okay, it's all very scientific, and I apologize, guys, I'm not a very scientific guy, right? But I know for a fact it works because I've seen all the tests. Big difference. Okay, here, this is from the SGS laboratory. Okay, so here you can see that there's the waves, and they tested it, and then you can see the radiation, the frequency gets cut. All right, this is official testing, guys. It shows you that this product 100% works. All right. So over here, the emGuarde. The retail price is about $1,480 pre-tax. Okay. Now, of course, depending where you are in the world, you will have a different amount of tax. So I don't know how much your official price will be, but this will be the price pre-tax. So ladies and gentlemen, who here wants an emGuarde? Type E in the group chat. If you want an emGuarde, type E. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'll tell you what, guys. I will tell you what. Can I do one thing? Right? Can I invite anyone? I noticed a few of you guys here in the group already are emGuarde users. So can I invite some of you guys, if you are an emGuarde user, can you share your testimonial about emGuarde if you are an emGuarde user? Yes? Anyone here want to share their testimonial on the
I can
emGuarde?
share something, Ming Way.
Oh, okay. Hello. Hi, guys. This is Egbert here. Please share.
Hi guys, my name is emGuarde. Now I would like to share about the emGuarde because I have an emGuarde in Malaysia. And my grandmother, now this is two stories. My grandmother is somebody that stays at home a lot because she's quite elderly and she doesn't really get out of the house that much. She spends a lot of her time kind of just sitting on the couch and watching her television. That's what my grandmother does. My grandmother, she tells me ever since we installed the emGuarde in the house, she has reduced eye dryness. She doesn't use that IMO drop as often anymore. Maybe she usually goes about like one bottle a week, and that's a lot. Now it's barely like once a month. And the second thing is that she genuinely feels less fatigue every single day. The second one is myself. I do travel quite a lot. And unfortunately, I don't have an extra emGuarde. I should get one extra one. I don't have an emGuarde when I travel with me. And I do notice the sleep differences. When I'm back home with the emGuarde in my house, compared to me traveling to other places and sleeping in certain hotels and whatnot, I do notice the sleep difference. I do notice that I do get headaches quite often without the emGuarde around, especially because I'm always on the computer, I'm always on my phone. So I can almost say I can vouch that the emGuarde is very, very, very useful in removing all these harmful radiations. Yep.
Thank you so much, Egbert. And I just want to tell you guys this, all right? When I was in Japan, right, speaking to all the energetic stuff, a lot of them said that in Japan, it is like a lot of them get dry eye. I don't know why, right? A lot of them get dry eye. So they always have those eye drops. But a lot of them, after the emGuarde, they say they don't use it as much, exactly like Egbert said it, right? So what do we learn just now from the Dr. Liu? Dr. Liu is talking about microcirculation of the blood, isn't it? Correct? So microcirculation of the blood causes your eyes, so your eyes not working properly. So with the emGuarde, it improves the microcirculation. There you go. So amazing. I believe who else wanted to share? Tanya, you said yes. Did you want to share, Tanya? Can I invite you to share? Okay. Heng, can I invite you to share? So Heng, I want you to, Heng, you need to unmute yourself. You have to request. Okay, there you go.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Clear? All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. So this is Hein from Cambodia. I haven't used emGuarde since I bought from, I think, 3 months, yeah. And effective for my mom and David, my husband. So sleeping. So sleeping very important. So they not sleep so good, even they drink Kangen. But after they use the emGuarde, they sleep so good. just only wake up in the morning only, so not wake up during the night. So this is David and my mom very 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 much on that, and they love it in emGuarde. And also the other one thing, David read on the phone and on the iPad. So when the emGuarde is not plugged on, just only 5 minutes, he feel like tired on the eyes, very tired. And then muscle on his neck is very painful. Like you pain, you know, mean a body pains, like Ming Way just show on the graphic. That one is painful, just only 5 minutes. So when the emGuarde's on, he can use and read on the phone more longer, 30 minutes or 1 hour, it doesn't matter, still okay, you know. So this amazing product, and then I never see in my life. So emGuarde is a protection, like God is protection. So, you know, everybody fall in love with emGuarde, Kangen protection, and emGuarde protect our earth from radiation. So this is amazing. I cannot stop to tell people. I cannot stop. Like another day, we met the top guy said that if I'm not telling the Kangen or emGuarde to people, I am criminal. You know, I am a criminal. So I cannot stop. I cannot stop to tell people this is amazing product. I don't care they have money to buy or not, but this is, you have to tell to people about, you know what, everybody hold phone, two phone. And then the kid asking daddy, mommy, iPad, please. And then they feed the food to the kid. They always show the iPad. They play the music, then the kid eat the food, you know. So no iPad, the kid not eat the food. So the mother and parent, they have to care about their kids so much. They don't care about themselves, but they care about the kids. So this is important, that you have to tell people that you don't think about yourself, but you have to think about your kid, because your kid play iPad all the time, iPhone all the time, every time after the school or even they at home. So this is very important. Our mission has to tell everybody, you know. If you not tell, you are criminal, like me. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, Heng. Thank you very much. Now, I love that. I love that from Heng. You know, many years ago, somebody told me, this is when I was doing the Enagic business with the Kangen machine, right? It's a beautiful product. Everybody must drink this water. And I had this distributor came up to me, and he was a very rich man. When I say very rich, I mean very rich. And he says to me, after seeing my demonstration, he says to me that he feels it is a crime not to share the Kangen machines with the rest of his people in his country. And Heng just over there said the exact same thing, but this time she was talking about the emGuarde. Okay, so right now, thank you so much for sharing, guys. I'm going to continue on with our presentation. Right. So I see there's a couple questions there. We have a question from Tanya, question from Evgenia. If any one of our leaders can answer them, Heman, if you can answer them, that'd be very, very great. So I can continue with my presentation. I'll continue my presentation this. So guys, one thing to note is that not only when you invest in this amazing technology, the emGuarde, you get to protect yourself and your family from all the harmful low-level radiation, but there is actually an opportunity to be part of our company, Enagic. So let me share a little bit about Enagic. So Enagic, we're a 49-year-old Japanese company. You add another 6 months, we will be 50 years old this year. In fact, we're going to have a huge, huge celebration in Okinawa, Japan, 2024. Okay. Next, right? We are also a global company, right? We're a global company. We're established in 40 over locations across 25 countries. A global company. We have many, many international awards and recognition for our company Enagic, including the ISO 13485, which is the international standards for medical grade devices for our Kangen machines. And of course, our team and our company from all over the world, lots of events, right? And we also have a range of products. Now, many people in this room, even if you are an eNagic distributor already, you probably don't realize this, but eNagic is way more than you can ever imagine. Most people think that eNagic is just a Kangen machine manufacturer, but let me tell you this, it is so much more than that. eNagic is actually a very, very big company in Japan. In fact, it is the second largest company in Okinawa, guys. In the Okinawa prefecture, it is the second largest company there. eNagic, Mr. Shiro, he owns hotels, many hotels. He owns restaurants, many restaurants. He owns many stores, many shops. He has high schools. He's about to open a university. He has farms. He got Kangen rice farm, Kangen Ukon farm. What else? He's got shrimp farm. He has Kangen Wagyu farm. He of course has the Kangen machine manufacturer and the Anespa and the Kangen Ukon, but there's just so many more things as well, guys. And Mr. Shiro, he's very heavily into youth development and he's very heavily into sports. He loves sports. He owns many golf courses. Okay. He has 3, in fact. So people think that eNagic is just a Kangen machine manufacturer. No, eNagic is so much more than that, guys. Right? It's not just Kangen machines, right? And I'm so grateful for Mr. Oshiro to add on another wonderful product to his conglomerate of companies. Okay, the emGuarde, amazing. Okay, now over here, let me share with you about the Kangen, about eNagic. Sorry, let me go back. So over here, what makes eNagic different? Well, like I said, we have a very, very long company history, 49 years, 50 years this year. We have endorsements by so many amazing people. Our Kangen machines first used in our Japanese hospitals many years ago. Domestic unit introduced 30 years ago. 5-year warranty. We have a very long lifespan for our machines. And of course, we are established all across the world. Okay, now the eNagic as a business is actually a very simple one. Here, there are no monthly qualifications. So this is not like a sales company where you have to hit a quota every month. Don't have. There's no inventory or stocks. So you don't have to buy stocks to resell. Don't have. Okay, no annual renewal. You don't have to renew your membership or something. Don't have. Okay, so remember this, guys. If somebody tries to make you buy stocks up front, that is wrong already. Okay, this is not what we do over here, guys. Don't do that. There is a group accumulative sales. It's a global business. It's a patented compensation plan. It's a legacy income inherited, right? And of course, untapped market. Untapped market. This here is so interesting, guys. The words untapped market. I like it. So there are many, many types of commissions here in eNagic. Okay, so let me just show you guys. There's many, many types of commissions here in eNagic. Let's today just look at the first one, the 8A or 8-point commission. Okay, so eNagic is direct sales. So direct sales is very, very simple for you to understand. We have an amazing product here, the emGuarde. You want to introduce this to as many people as possible. These are what we call your direct sales. And the best part is, these people who buy from you, let's say they love the product. They say, hey, you know what? This is a great product. I don't mind doing this as a business. In fact, I want to do this as a business. Let me go and do this as a business. So they want to do this as a business. They start to make sales. They join and they start to make sales. Then you will start to enjoy indirect sales. And guys, when you have indirect sales, you enjoy something called overriding commissions. If you guys here, you like overriding commissions, can you do me a favor and type in the group chat, OC, overriding commissions. If you like overriding commissions, type in the group chat, OC, so that I know you like overriding commissions. All right, me too. I love overriding commissions. I think everybody does, okay? So this is what you get in emGuarde, you can have overriding commissions as well. So here you have your direct sale, and then you have your indirect sales. Now the total of both of them is what we call your group sales. Okay, guys? The total of both of them is what we call your group sales. Now, here we have the emGuarde 8-point system. Now the 8-point system is very simple. Out of the $1,480 that emGuarde sets aside, that emGuarde sells the product for, emGuarde sets aside about $520 for commissions. Okay, so out of the 1,480, emGuarde sets aside a small part as commissions. They set aside 520. They will take this 520 and split it into 8 parts. We call them 8As or 8 points. So we know that one part is $65. So you split the total pie of 520 into 8, it's $65. Okay, so let me show you how you get paid, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, when you first start selling these amazing emGuarde devices, your first sale, okay, you get $65. You are a 1A rank. You make a second sale, it is another $65. Third sale, and that is all that it takes, 1, 2, 3, you make $130 every time you sell. Is that good? That's pretty good, isn't it? Next, this goes from your third sale to your 10th sale. When you sell your 11th sale, you become a 3A rank. Now you get $195 every time you sell. Next level up, okay? Next level up is 4A, $260. 21 sales onwards, okay? 21 sales onwards. And then we also have 5A, which is 51 sales onwards. You get $325 per emGuarde sale. And of course, over here we have 6A, which is a top ranking, which is over 200 sales. You will be a 6A ranking. And then you will get $390 every time you sell. Is that good, guys? Who thinks this is good? Type G in the group chat. Type G. It's good, right? That's a very, very high payout. Remember, the price of this, $1,400 US. Thank you so much, guys. Now this, what I just showed you, is just your direct sales. Let me show you now your indirect sales. Are you ready? Okay. So let's say this is you. You sell your first machine, okay? You sell your first machine to Tom. Of course, your first sale is $65, correct? Next, you have your second sale to Alex. You also make another $65. When you sell your third sale, it now becomes Rose, and now it becomes a 2A. Now it is $130. When you sell, and then remember this, guys, when you open up a 1A lane, you open up a 1A overriding lane, meaning whatever they sell, you get 1A. So if Tom sells to Grace, you also get $65. By the way, everything in green is your commissions. If Grace sells to Polly, you get $65. If Polly sells to Arthur, another $65. Now let's say you sell to Kim. How much do you get? Well, you get $130. Let's say Kim sells to these 3 people, Ali, Abu, and Annie. You get $130 each. Good? I think it's very good. Next, let's say after 10 group sales, you sold this to May. It is now a 3A sale, and now you get $195. And whatever May sells is also $195. Now, of course, we know that whatever Annie sells, it will be $130 each. All right? And now John sells to Dawn. How much do you get now? Well, remember, I told you earlier that emGuarde pays out a maximum of 8 points. So let me show you how emGuarde pays it out. We pay out from bottom to top. Okay, guys? We pay out from bottom to top. So John gets paid first. So John gets paid 1 point, which is $65. Okay? 2 points for Bob because John is on Bob's 2A. 2 goes to Annie because Bob is on Annie's 2A. 2 goes for Kim because Annie's on Kim's 2A. And then 1 is left for you. Remember, out of the 8 points, there is a maximum of 8 points. So even though you should be getting 130, you will now get 65 instead. Because, right, there is a maximum payout per machine. Okay? Next, John sells second machine to Dave. You also get $65. But what happens when John sells to Dan? How much do you get now? Well, let's say Dan starts to get 2 points, Bob gets 2 points, Annie gets 2 points, Kim gets 2 points. You will now get 0 points because there is no more out of the 8 points to be paid. So now you get 0. This is what we call as a non-8A sale. And non-8A sale, guys, don't count as group sales. All right. And then we have 4A after 20 group sales to Tony. You get $260. And then 5A, if you sell to Simon, okay, the demo master, Simon, 50 group sales, you get 325. And of course, when you hit 6A after 200 over group sales, you will get 390, right? So, guys, this is the amazing emGuarde system. Now, I don't have to tell you how amazing it is because I've been using this system for the past 10 years building my business, right? In fact, many of you guys here have been here a very long time as well. And you guys love emGuarde as a company. So there are a few of you here who are new. Welcome to the emGuarde family, right? So ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say something that I really, really am excited about. One of the things I'm really, really excited about is this emGuarde. Why? Well, it's very simple. It's how I view the emGuarde. See, a lot of you guys are emGuarde distributors already. Now, you might see this emGuarde and say, wow, it's a great product. Thank you, Mr. Ashiro, for this wonderful product. Now I have another product to sell. I have the Kangen machine. I have the Anespa. I have the Kangen Ukon. I have the emGuarde. I can sell all these things. Amazing. Or you can be like me. You can see, wow, the emGuarde business, the Kangen machine business is so amazing. I done so well with the Kangen machines already. Now there's this emGuarde. And I see the emGuarde as an entirely new opportunity. Because this is a new product and it's a new technology and it's going to come with a whole new market as well. Isn't that right, guys? There's going to be a whole new market and it is new to the market. So for me, it is an entirely new opportunity already, which is perfect for me because I've already done so well with the Kangen machines and my business is still growing, still ongoing so well. But now I have the excitement to go and do this emGuarde business with full energy, full excitement, full vigor again because of this new technology. And I'm so excited for 2024. In fact, I've already been traveling quite a few times this year. Currently, I am not at home. I am actually in Manila, the Philippines. Okay, right now, because tomorrow we're going to be launching our emGuarde over here in the Philippines. We just had two very, 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 very successful launches in Hong Kong and Singapore, right? Successful event in Singapore and a launch in Hong Kong. Amazing. The crowd is so amazing, guys. And I'm so excited about Philippines. We're having a nationwide launch tomorrow, starting with Manila, then Cebu, then Davao. It's so amazing, guys. Right? And of course, emGuarde is coming to a country near you or to your country very, very soon. Okay? How soon? I don't know for sure. Right? I don't know for sure, but it will be very soon by this year. So, guys, before ending this session, I just want to say the Kangen machines are amazing. Without the Kangen machines, I won't be here today. The emGuarde company is amazing. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. So I want to say thank you again to emGuarde, right, for giving us another wonderful product to help people with and to protect our families with. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all from me here today, right? I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in, right? It's been my pleasure to share with you about emGuarde, okay? Thank you so much, guys. All right, I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. All right, thank you, Tenzin. Thank you, Francesco. Thank you, Eugenia. Thank you, Sam, thank you, Winnie. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Sun. All right. Hang, you have my private number. You can always ask me anytime. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. So, guys, like I said, please don't miss out on this amazing opportunity, right? The emGuarde. If you wanted to be the pioneer, meaning you wanted to be the early bird for Kangen water machines, you would have, isn't it? Right? Now you have that opportunity with emGuarde. You are the pioneer. You are the early birds over here. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah. So I'm just gonna answer your question, Hing. What was your question? I cannot find it. Okay. Yes, Heng, you are right. Okay, so the emGuarde commissions, it goes higher if you buy the Kangen machines. That is absolutely right. Correct. Thank you, Nguanko and family. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Sidirai. Thank you, Yiman. Thank you, Zanka. Thank you, Heng. Thank you, May. Thank you, Eddie. Eddie, are you Eddie from Scotland? Is that Eddie from Scotland? Mirella, thank you. Thank you, Hemant. Uh, Darinder, sure, let me get the recording for you, no problem. Or you can just join us again next week, and we're planning to have this every Saturday as well to have the for global, yeah, for people all across the world. We haven't set it in stone yet, Hing. We haven't set it in stone yet. Darinder, Yuan Crow, I don't know where you are in the world. So if you tell me where you are in the world, I can roughly have an idea when you're gonna get it. In the UK, very, very soon. In the UK, very, very soon. In India, not so soon. Okay, unfortunately, India, not so soon. In the UK, very, very soon. Yeah. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna end my in Cambodia very, very soon. Very, very soon. Darina, yes, you can buy from Malaysia. However, you will not have an ID right now. Enagic does not allow you to open an ID, but you can buy the product just as a user, no problem. You can buy it from Malaysia and ship it to India, no problem. Or you can fly to Malaysia, buy a whole lot of it. Like the box is very small. I actually have the box over here. It's quite small, right? You can buy a whole lot of it and bring it back in your suitcase, no problem. You know, just last weekend, a lot of people from Indonesia, from India, from Cambodia, even they came and they bought a lot, even from the Europe. Actually, many Europeans. So Darinder, that is something I cannot answer you because tax is based on your country. I don't know what the formalities for your country. Yes, but yes, if you ship it in, you will most likely be subjected to tax. Yeah. It's like when I buy my shoes from Nike, send it to Malaysia, I get taxed by the Malaysian government. Yes. Okay. Or you can just come to Malaysia, put it in your suitcase, and then no tax. Okay. Sure thing, they're in there. Okay. Another thing you can do is find out our Telegram channel and go into our Telegram. Everything is inside our Telegram channel. Okay. And there's always more information on emGuarde.com. Okay. Remember it, emGuarde.com. All right. So I want to thank you guys again, right? Money, I see your hand is raised up. Can I help you? If you have a question, you can type it in the group chat. If there's nothing, I'm gonna turn off the Zoom and I'll see you guys very soon. Okay? All right. So that's it for me, guys. Have a good night. Signing off from Philippines in the beautiful city of Manila. Hi, David. Hi, Heg. All right, good to see you guys. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys very soon.